Drafted by a team that obviously had its troubles. A big step this year. Step everybody wanted to take. Got it. More steps to take. Just your thoughts.
Yeah, like you said, it was a big step for us. For the whole organization. Obviously, playoffs hasn't been in the picture for a while here, and getting drafted by this team, I think it was a goal of mine to do that, and especially my first year, it's a big achievement. But obviously, we made it to the playoffs, didn't get much done here, but it was a pretty big achievement for the team and organization to make it.
How good can this team be if they head now with the 19-year-olds heavy next year? It's going to be pretty good, and then you carry the load with your group the incoming years. So what do you think this group can accomplish in the years ahead?
Yeah, I think we can be really good. We can be, I think, a team to beat in the years coming. We got a lot of skill coming up. We got a great group of guys. So I think we can do it within the next few years. Obviously, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. We all got to buy in. It's going to be a whole team effort, and it's going to be a process. I think it's just coming here every day, wanting to get better, wanting to be the best, wanting to win. Obviously, I hate losing. I think everyone should, and everyone does, I think, in this room. So, I think it's going to be a culture of a big group of us to take the load and push this team to the next step.
Cole, you had such a great season last year with Saskatoon Blazers, obviously on the playoff success that you had. What difference was there to the Western Hockey League playoffs compared to the one you had a year ago?
I think you're just playing against men. I think it's those 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds for me. I think losing Sapusik back during World Juniors was tough for me. Obviously, having to take the load as a top centerman. Then after we lost him, I think I was getting pretty tough matchups, and I think, especially in the playoffs against a team like that, they're always in your face, they're always on you. It's tough playing against that, but I think I learned from it, and playoff hockey was just a faster and more physical pace. I think I adjusted well to it. I think I kept the parts of my game that helped me succeed, I think, and I just tried to learn from it playing against those guys.
You mentioned learning from you're up against in the faceoff circle anyways, Nate Danielson, who was first round pick of the Detroit Red Wings. What are you going to take from his game and apply to yours?
No, yeah, like you said, he's a top 10 pick in the NHL draft, and he's had a great WHL career so far. He's a very fast centerman. He uses his speed very well, and he's great in the draws. Like you said, I took a bunch against him for the whole series. I learned a few tricks from him. Obviously, taking a lot of draws against him, it was tough. And guys like him and Clausen, it's tough to beat in the circle, but I just do my best. Try to adjust to what we're doing. And like you said, I just tried to learn a few things from them.
Cole, following on from that, Coach mentioned that people didn't realize just the way this team was configured. With not a lot of depth up front, a lot of the times that teams were able to key on you, and you're leaned on by 19 and 20-year-old guys as a 16-year-old all year. It's obviously going to help you in the future.
Yeah, no, like you said, I think I had pretty tough matchups every night. I just tried to do my best and learn from it. I tried to use that as a tool to succeed and learn things playing against those top guys, top D-man, heavy, older guys. I think I tried to use my skill a bit more, just play faster, play a little bit more simple. I think it's going to help me in the long run.
You're going to lose your wingman. It's going to be look a little different next year. You had L Venture and Pasternak at your sides, the 20-year-olds, to help you along. And how do you view that moving ahead here? You can touch on them as well.
Yeah, no, like you said, I'm losing both of them, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be different next year. Obviously, the past was a huge part of my success this year. I think he taught me the ways, showed me the ropes my first year, coming in pretty early. He helped me succeed. I don't think I do much of that without him. He's an unreal guy to learn from. I learned a lot of things from him, and then L Venture came in here at the trade deadline. He was a huge part of the line. He scored a bunch of big goals for us. He's a great guy to hang around and work with and be on my line. I think we all complement each other very well. But yeah, no, like you said, I'm losing both of them next year, so it's going to be tough. I just got to adjust to whoever comes in or whoever I'm playing with next year and work with them.
I think unheralded would be one way to describe you here in this postseason. I mean, just looking back to game number 2, You led the team in shots with 6 that game. You had a breakaway. You also hit a crossbar in that game. How do you feel, though? You've got to be pleased with your performance, and maybe just a couple of bounces go the other way, and you're number 1 star in the game.
Yeah, no, like you said, a few bounces can be the difference. I had quite a few chances that game, just couldn't finish. I think I was sad. I wasn't satisfied with my play. I was happy, but not satisfied. I think you can never be satisfied, or that's when you're beat. I think obviously it's not about me; it's about the team, especially in playoffs. I was pretty frustrated with the loss. Obviously, we gave it. I think we could have easily snuck out 2 of those games out of the 4 that we had in this series, and that's a whole different series then. And yeah, it's tough. Obviously, I was happy with myself, but not satisfied. I think I can always do more, and that game was good for me, but obviously not good enough, you can say.
What's the summer hold for Cole Reschny?
I think just taking my game to the next level, working out, skating.
Back in Macklin?
Yeah, I will be in Wainwright actually, so an hour from Macklin, and I'll be out there every day of the week, driving out there. But no, I think it's going to be a huge summer for me, maybe the biggest one so far. Obviously, next year's a big year for me. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited, and I'm embracing it all, and yeah, I'm excited.
Obviously, the D word's going to be mentioned to you a lot, the draft. Do you put it out of your mind, or do you embrace it?
Obviously, it's in the back of my mind. I think it's a big thing of next year. I'm headed into one of the biggest years of my career. So yeah, it's going to be a huge year for me. But I'll try to keep that all out of sight and just keep doing what I need to do for the team and for this organization to win and showcase my skill.
Gonna keep working on the farm.
Yeah, I'll help my dad a bit, and whenever he needs help, I'll help him out.
Right. And just who are you? Any pros you're training with? Anybody in particular? Tell me about your regimen.
Yeah, Ferguson, McLennan work out and skate there, so they're 2 good guys to learn from and watch out there. So yeah, it's great to have guys like that on the ice with you, just to watch and showcase their skill.
I'm not familiar with who they are. Can you explain?
Ferguson Musha, he led the WHL.
Oh, Ferguson.
Yeah, led the WHL this year, obviously, and then McLennan, who had a great WHL career with Winnipeg, obviously, he was coached by G. Pierce, so yeah, it was good.
Are you going to get spiky hair like Ferguson?
Mustache?
I don't think I could ever grow one as good as him if I tried.
Thanks, Cole.
Yeah, thank you guys.